do here a work of group 2 slides. I originally did not belong to the group because I came late with the previous class, so I was just given the slides to analyze. The background is just because of the transition to the Mac computer here, so it was supposed to be AUST-Abuja. All right. I had worked on 2 slides. The first one is the slide we see here, which was titled Conflict Analysis as a continuation of the same topic. So I had noted several errors on these slides. The first one being the font used on the first paragraph are serif fonts, which are not allowed. And we have also noted that the use of the quotation was just too long. At least I would have liked it to be a paraphrased one and short. There was another observation below the slide that the 6x6 rule was not observed, and the fonts should have been made straight and brief. If you also notice, the colors used for the font is not in a good contrast with the background. So you can see that people who are sitting further away in the room will not see the slide clearly. So the next slide would be my modification. So this is how I did the previous slide. I changed the background, I changed the font, and I rephrased the quotation and put it on the bottom. The points were also shortened by rephrasing them, by just making the short form of them, so that the rest should be explained by the presenter. The second slide was this slide, which I've also noted Fone did. I had noted several things that needed to be improved on here. The thing where the slide just came at once, you can see that there is a lot of information that has just come at once. So people attending the presentation will just have too much to see at once. So my modified version would go like this. We'll bring the title, and we'll have an explanation of that. We are going to talk of the characteristic of the variance in like that. Then the person will explain the types, then we'll go on the modes, we'll explain the modes, and we'll further go to the source, then explain the source. That was my modification on this slide. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Nila. I'm going to present on the conflict slide which was presented by Group 4 during the conflict resolution class. Initially, I did not belong to another group because I was late, so I just chose to be in Group 4. The structure of my presentation is that I'm going to present the first slide, then I'm going to come up with the modification which I've done. So you can see the first slide here is so cluttered. It contains a lot of information. People will spend time reading whatever is written on the display instead of listening to what you're talking about. So I've simplified this to this one. So it's only 3 sentences. So you'll be able to expand on them based on the information which you have, unlike showing everything in the first slide. The other thing is the background. I'm using light on dark, which means the background is dark and I'm using the light font color. So this has a great contrast compared to the original slide, which is this one. My second slide, which I've worked on, is this one. You can see that it's giving us a list of items under structure values, but there is it's not numbered or bulleted. So I decided to put bullets instead of numbers because numbers are going to specify level of importance. So to avoid that, I've just used bullets. So you can see this is my modification. The other point is the slide page number. You can see here there are no slide numbers. So the slide page numbers are important in that, let's say you want to make a reference, people want to ask something about a certain slide. They can just say, okay, slide number 10, slide number 12, and so forth. So I decided to put the slide numbers there. The other change which I made is on the font. You can see this one. This font is Rockwell. The name of the font is Rockwell. According to Wikipedia or fonts.com, Rockwell is a serif type of font. So I decided to remove that and put Arial, which is sans serif. So those are the changes I made. Thank you for your attention.